Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless. I'm Officer Jahaziah, am I reader?
Soldier Tobias.
Hey, and I'm going over today preparedness. Because that's something that leadership been talking about year after year after year. And guess what? I'm pretty sure there's brothers and sisters that are among us that are still not prepared, and we have to take it serious. We have to. Preparedness is important because our forefathers did it as well when they knew of the destruction to come. When they knew a famine was coming, they prepared. When they knew pestilence was coming, they prepared, right? So we have to walk in the same footsteps of our forefathers, all right? Get that article for me. Read the title.
Why emergency preparedness matters. Being prepared for a crisis can mean the difference between loss and survival.
So being prepared for a crisis can mean the difference between loss and survival, life or death. That's what we got to understand. Scroll down. Read preparation can save lives.
Preparation can save lives. Emergency preparedness can be life or death matter. This is as true for your family as it is for businesses, cities, and nations. Predetermined escape and evacuation routes can ensure people aren't trapped in dangerous locations.
So that comes with having a plan for your family. You have to sit down and create an escape plan with your family in case something was to go bad. If a tornado is coming, you have to make a plan with your wife and your kids on what to do in when that situation occurs. You have to sit down and make a plan. You have to make these plans. Your wife and kids will not know these plans if they stuck in your mind. I know here in Oklahoma, we get tornadoes every spring and every fall, like clockwork. And most of the time, it be a bad tornado. We have to be prepared in a case of a natural disaster that comes to our home. We have to prepare ourselves, and it comes with planning, right? Go back to the article.
Keep reading?
Yeah, keep reading.
Accessible stores of water and food can prevent people from starving or suffering from dehydration.
So we got to have storage of food and water that's come with preparation. We have to store food and water in our household in case of an emergency. We all seen it during COVID. During COVID, nobody was prepared for that. Everybody took it as a joke, like it was just like a fluke, like it just like a cold or a flu. And guess what? Our people weren't prepared. Now here it is, we going to the store trying to find food. There's no food. There's no canned goods. There's no rice. There's no beans. There's no water. There's no tissue. And we was not prepared, right? Scroll down. Read the second topic right there.
Preparation can reduce fears.
It can reduce fears. Believe it or not, no matter how much you teach your wife and kids, man, when a natural disaster comes, they're going to be afraid. And if you're not prepared, your wife and kids ain't crazy. They know they're not prepared for natural disasters if you haven't been planning anything. If you haven't been putting forth preparation for your wife and kids, they know they're not prepared. So guess what? Fear going to be there. And with fear comes chaos. Chaos is going to be there. So as men, we have to be able to prepare our families for success, to mitigate fear, to mitigate hunger and chaos in our households, right? We have to be proactive. We can't, by the time the tornado is coming, them alarms going off, it's too late to prepare. By the time COVID hit again, it's too late to prepare. By the time a famine hits, it's too late to prepare. We have to be proactive now, right? Go back to the article. Keep reading.
Disasters and emergencies can take a psychological toll on both victims and responders. While there's no way to completely prevent the adverse psychological effects of experiencing a traumatic event, Proper planning can reduce suffering by preventing needless hardship by eliminating or reducing uncertainty. Knowing what to do and where to go can lessen the fear of the unknown and help all involved reach safely faster.
You see that? When you are actually preparing, when you actually have a plan for your household, it mitigates fear of the unknown. Because guess what? If a tornado was to strike your house right now, what are you going to do? What are your plans? Where are you going to go? Without those plans, guess what? Fear is going to be there. You don't know where your next meal is going to come from. You don't know where you're going to lay your head at, right? So that's why as men, we have to be able to prepare our households. Be a guide. Because when you're in your house, the man of the house, you are your first responder. When a natural disaster strikes, you are the first responders. Your wife and kids looking at you on what to do. When they run out of food, they looking at you like, what we going to do? They don't have no water, they looking at you like, what we going to do, my Lord? That's what they looking at. They ain't looking at the next man. But when they realize you don't have a plan, you don't have food, you don't have water, and there's no protection, yes, they're gonna be looking for other sources to figure out what am I gonna do to survive. Now here it is. You knocking on a brother's door. And yes, brother's gonna be there for you. But as men, we have to be able to prepare our households for the things to come, right? Read the next topic.
Preparation can make it easier to recover. Even with the best possible planning, a disaster or emergency often results in loss of property and or life.
Right.
One of the keys of emergency preparedness is to ensure losses aren't catastrophic.
To make sure losses aren't catastrophic, right? So we're preparedness for situations like that. Guess what? You knowing that we have tornadoes in Oklahoma City every spring and every fall, and there's a chance that you may eventually lose your house by one of these tornadoes, guess what? You need wind insurance. You need to save up for the deductible. In a situation that you end up losing your house, what are you going to do? What is your plan? Do you have wind insurance? Do you have some type of insurance that will help you recover so you can now put a roof over your wife and kids' head, over your head, right? We got to have a plan. Leadership also told us, make sure we have life insurance. If something was to happen to you, what is the plan for your wife and kids? Where are they going to get the money from? Because you're not there, right? We must have a plan. We must be planning. We got to be proactive in our household when it comes to preparedness. Read the next topic.
How can you help others be better prepared?
Okay, that was the last one. That was the last one I wanted to read. Y'all can read the rest on your own. And give me Romans 15 and verse 4. Romans 15 verse 4. Because you may have a brother that may say, well, the scriptures say, I never seen the righteous forsaken or begging bread, right? But guess what? What did the righteous do when they knew a famine was coming? What did the righteous do when the Lord told them that destruction is coming? They prepared. They didn't sit around and didn't do nothing and expect bread to fall in their lap. They didn't sit around and do nothing and expect water to just come out, just fill the cup up, and now your wife and kids got water. No. You have to be preparing, right? Give me Romans 15 and verse 4.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
So the scriptures say the things that are written aforetime was written for us to learn from. For us to learn from, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. What did our forefathers do? How did our forefathers move when the Lord told them that a famine is coming? When the Lord told them that destruction is coming? What did they do? How did they move? Did they sit around and then prepare and wait to leech off the next man? Did they sit around and say, well, even though the Lord told me a famine or destruction is coming, I'm just going to sit here and he'll take care of me. He'll look out for me, right? Give me Genesis 6 and verse 12. We're going to get an example. We're going to get a couple examples. We're going to start here with Noah. What did Noah do? Genesis chapter 6 and verse 12.
The book of Genesis, chapter 6 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt.
The earth was corrupted, right? Read.
For all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
Uh-huh.
And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Mm-hmm. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
Uh-huh. So the Lord is about to destroy the earth. Read.
Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch.
So you see that? The Most High is now giving him instructions on how to build the ark, so that him and his family, Noah and his sons and their wives may survive, right? Can you read?
And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of.
Read verse 17.
Verse 17. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. From under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die.
So the Lord is telling Noah, I'm about to bring a flood upon the earth, and everybody that is upon the earth that has breath shall die. Read the verse 22.
Verse 18. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy son's wife with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female, of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind. Of every creeping thing of the earth shall his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive.
So the Lord is giving Noah instructions about what to bring into the ark, right? Read verse 21.
And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten.
He said, what?
And take thou unto thee all food that is eaten.
So he telling him also, make sure you bring food as well. This is a process of time. It takes time to build the ark that they built, right? It takes time to gather all that food, which means what? He had time to grow it. He had time to reap it. He had time to store it, right? So he had to bring food of all sort, read.
And thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them.
So he had to bring enough food for him and his household. That's what a righteous man do. A righteous man makes sure he are able to take care of himself as well as his family. Noah prepared for the time that was to come, because he knew, he had faith that the Lord is going to destroy the earth. So I got to make sure I build this ark according to what the Lord instructed me to do. And guess what? I'm going to also prepare food. Because guess what? On this ark, I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to be hungry. So guess what? I gotta store enough food to provide for my wife, my sons, and their wives. You don't think his son didn't prepare as well? You don't think he instructed his sons, hey, make sure y'all prepare your household as well. You know, I'm going to make sure I got enough food for my wife and kids and y'all as well, but I want y'all to bring forth some food too. All this was a process of time. But Noah made sure that he was prepared, right? Read that last verse.
Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him.
Guess what? Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Give me Hebrews 11 and 7. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7. Because sometimes the reason why most brothers that are not preparing, even after leadership been putting out, hey, we need to prepare. Winter is coming, right? We don't want to get hit a second time the way COVID hit us, where we wasn't prepared. We have to be prepared. And the reason why brothers and sisters are not prepared, because they lack this right here. Give me Hebrews 11 and 7.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 7. By faith.
By what?
By faith.
Some of our people lack faith. Some of our people don't believe famine is coming. Some of our people believe that America will always take care of them. The government will always stand. McDonald's going to always be open. Walmart's going to always be open. I'm going to be straight. White man is powerful. right? Some of our people believe that. Read it again.
By faith, Noah, being warned of God of
being what?
Being warned of God.
Noah was warned of God, just like we are warned of God today. The Lord tells us in the scripture that a pestilence will come upon the earth. Famine will come upon the earth. Destruction will come upon the earth. There will be wars and rumors of wars. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. Things are going to happen upon the earth. Noah had faith, though. By faith, Noah did what?
By faith, Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet.
Not seen as yet, because guess what? Some of us never seen America fall to their knees. We never seen it. We never seen America just ran out of food. You can't get food nowhere. We never seen it. We never seen America just not having no water, not having no resources. Some of us, we seen during COVID, it was just down for a week or two. Some of us was good. Because you can still go to the store, get 1-2 cans a day, or 1-2 cans from this store, 1-2 cans good from that store. You can get a bottle of water here, a bottle of water there. But what if it was completely shut down? Our people never seen that. Right? Keep reading.
To the saving of his house.
To the what?
To the saving of his house.
Hold on. Read it again. Read it from the top. By faith.
By faith, Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet, moved with fear.
Moved with what?
Moved with fear.
He moved with fear. Because he know what the Lord have said is going to come to pass. So he moved with fear. He made with haste, he made sure he prepared his household. With fear, he made sure he built that ark for his wife and kids. Right? Read.
Prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
To the saving of his house. Read.
By the which he condemned the world and became heir to the righteousness which is by faith.
You see that? Noah made sure he did what he have to do in fear and keeping the commandments. He made sure that he was prepared. He made sure, because guess what? If he didn't prepare, what do you think would have happened on that ark? Him, wife, and kids would have died. Him, his wife, his sons, and their wives would have died. They would have died of hunger. They would have no food. Right? And that's what we got to understand. We have to move like our forefathers. Let's get another example. Genesis 41. Genesis 41, I want you to read verse 1 through 8.
The book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 1. And it came to pass at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 well-favored kine and fat-fleshed, and they fled in a meadow.
And they fed in a meadow. Read.
And behold, 7 other kine came up after them out of the river, ill-favored and lean-fleshed, and stood by the other 9 upon the brink of the river. And the ill-favored and the lean-fleshed kine did eat up the 7 well-favored of fat kine, so Pharaoh awoke.
So Pharaoh awoke. So Pharaoh is having a dream of 7, matter of fact, it's going to say it. Keep reading.
And he slept and dreamed the second time. And behold, 7 ears of corn came upon one stalk, rank and good. And behold, 7 thin ears and blasted with the east wind sprung up after him. And the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears. And Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream.
So he had this dream twice, right? Now he's trying to figure out what is going on. Why am I having this dream, right? Jump to verse 14. We're going to read 14 through 16.
Verse 14. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. And he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came in unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it.
So because his magicians was not able to interpret what was the dream was about. So they called forth Joseph. Read.
And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. And Joseph answered the Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace.
So he said, it's not of me they're going to give you an answer. It's going to be of God. Jump to verse 25.
Verse 25.
Uh-huh.
And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, The dream of Pharaoh is one.
Mm-hmm. So now he about to interpret the dream that Pharaoh had, right? Read.
God has showed Pharaoh what he is about to do.
Uh-huh.
The 7 good kine are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years.
Uh-huh.
The dream is one.
Mm-hmm.
And the 7 thin and ill-favored kine that came up after them are 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine.
So the dream was interpreted to be 7 years of good plenty and 7 years of famine. That is what he's telling Pharaoh. That what was revealed to Joseph. So the Lord revealed to Joseph, you're going to have 7 years of plenty and you're going to have 7 years of famine. He know this about to come because it's of the Lord, right? Keep reading.
This is a thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What God is about to do to he showeth unto Pharaoh.
Uh-huh.
Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt.
So in the 7 years, it's going to be of great plenty. Good crops. 7 years of good growth in the land, right? This is 7 long years. Read.
And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine.
So after that, it's going to be 7 years of a famine. Nothing is going to grow good, right? Read.
And all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt. Mm-hmm. And the famine shall consume the land.
Uh-huh.
And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following. Mm-hmm. For it shall be very grievous.
Right. Keep reading.
And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass.
And God will shortly bring it to pass. Read 2 verse 36.
Now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man's discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt.
Uh-huh.
Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land in the 7th plenteous years.
Uh-huh.
And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, mm-hmm. and let them keep food in the cities.
So you see what Joseph is doing? Joseph now he established a plan. A man of God, a man of righteousness, he established a plan to prepare for the famine to come. He already knows 7 years of goods going to come, so he already telling them what to do. Set this up, set these officers up. Make sure you gather all these good fruits and store it, right? Keep reading.
And that food shall be for store.
Uh-huh.
To the land against the 7 years of famine.
So the food that we gather, you should store it. You should store this food so that we can survive the 7 years of famine. So guess what a righteous man did? He prepared. He didn't wait. He didn't wait 5 years down the line. He realized he got 2 years left and started storing. Immediately after he told Pharaoh the dream, he then came up with a plan. He came up with a plan to make sure we're going to take full advantage of these 7 years of plenty we're going to have. We don't even know how long we got until famine happened. Things can pop off right now. Are you prepared? Are you prepared? Something can happen next week. Famine just go throughout the entire earth. Are you prepared? The food industries got shut down. Water no longer flowing through your communities. What are you going to do? Do you have enough food to sustain your wife and kids until everything get back up? Or what if things doesn't go back up? Do you have things in plan? Are you prepared to go through something like that? Or are you just going to die off? What are you going to do? Right? Give me, read verse 54 through 57.
Verse 54.
Uh-huh.
And the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Joseph has said. Mm-hmm. And the dearth was in all lands.
And the dearth was in all land, read.
But in the land of Egypt, there was bread.
In the land of Egypt, guess what? There was bread. Why? Because Joseph prepared. He had a plan. He didn't wait. He didn't take his time. Read.
And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried unto Pharaoh for bread.
The people, the surrounding cities was crying to Pharaoh for bread. Read.
And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, Go unto Joseph, what he saith to you, do. And the famine was over all the face of the earth. And Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians.
He had so much food stored up, he was able to sell the food to the Egyptians. Read.
And the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. And of all countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because that the famine was so sore in all lands.
All countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn. Why? Because there was a man prepared. But this a man, he knew that the famine was coming. He's prepared. We don't know when things are going to pop off. We don't even know when a famine is going to start. But guess what? We have to move like our forefathers in faith because we know it's coming. All countries came unto Joseph. Because guess what? They wasn't prepared. They didn't know it was going to happen. But they did. But Joseph did. Joseph and Pharaoh and the people in the land of Egypt, they knew. They knew what was going to happen. And they prepared. He didn't procrastinate. He didn't wait till the 7 years was up of the plenty and then decide, hey, you know what? The 7 years of famine is about to come tomorrow. Let me make sure I get prepared. Hey, y'all got any food? Y'all got anything stored up? Hey, let's get the remnants of the food that's left in the land, and we're going to store that up, and we're going to survive off that. We're going to fast 2 days, and we're going to eat 1 day. We're going to fast 3 days, and we're going to eat 1 day, and we're going to fast 2 more days. Bro, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Most brothers think they can do that and going to survive. You're not going to survive. If you ain't doing it now, you eating McDonald's 2 times a day, Burger King the next day, every lunch you get at work, you going to Chick-fil-A, you're not fasting no 2 times, eating 2 times and eating 1 day. Nah. If you fasting, it is involuntary because you don't got no food. And we have to understand that, right? Give me Proverbs 6 and 6. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 6. What did the Lord tell us?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard.
Thou what?
Thou sluggard.
The scripture tell us, go to the ant, thou sluggard, thou lazy brother or sister. Read.
Consider her ways and be wise.
We have to consider the ways of how ants move and be wise. Why? Can you read?
Which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest.
So guess what? The ant have no guide, overseer, or ruler, but guess what? They know from the time of spring to fall, they are gathering food for the winter. Because guess what? Those ants that was in your backyard, in the wintertime, you don't see them, right? But then they coming back up during the spring. Why? Because during that time, they eating the food that they store up. They store at least, 3 to 5 months worth of food underground to prepare them for winter. And that's what they surviving on. But guess what? If ants understand to do that, why don't we understand to do that? We determine everything else, but we don't determine that famine is going to come. COVID or even worse, pestilence is going to come upon the earth that's going to shut everything down, maybe even a month. Maybe even 3 months. Are we prepared? Keep reading.
How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep?
When are you going to prepare? When are you going to get on your feet and prepare your household? Especially the brothers that don't have nothing. And you got a household of 7, 8 kids. You got a household of 1 child. Wife and 1 child. Wife and 3 kids. You have to prepare. Because like I said before, at the end of the day, you are the first responder. Who are your wife and kids going to be looking at for refuge? Will it be you? Or will they have to rely on another man's table? And that's something we have to consider. Give me Proverbs 22 and 3.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 3. A prudent man.
A what?
A prudent man.
A wise man, read.
Foreseeth the evil and hideth himself
A wise man foreseeth the evil and hide himself. This is a man who know, by faith, he know that in the scriptures, famine is going to come. What you think he's going to do? He's going to prepare himself. He's going to prepare his household. That's what a wise man is going to do. Leadership foresee evil coming upon the earth. They telling us, prepare for the times to come. Some of us still not prepared. Some of us don't even have a month worth of food stored in our households, water stored in our households. Right? Keep reading.
But the simple.
But the who?
But the simple pass on and are punished.
The simple pass on and are punished. This is a brother that procrastinate. This is a brother, like Bishop, one of Bishop quotes. He said, a man, everybody has a plan, but a man that's not preparing, he's preparing to leech. I may have misquoted. Please forgive me. But that's what we got to understand. If you're not preparing, you are preparing to leech off people. Not saying that you ain't going to get no help, but guess what? Here it is, you're a household of 6, going to a household of 3 or 4, asking for food to feed your household of 6. Guess how fast food is going to disappear? Quick. But just imagine every household is prepared. Every household is prepared. Now we're able to come together as a collective. When things get low, we're able to come together as a community and survive. Put our resources together. But here we putting our resources together and you don't have nothing. You just eating off everybody else. And you ain't bringing nothing to the table. We can't be like that. We can't have that nigga spirit. We can't keep moving like that. And the excuse most of the time be, oh, I don't have the money. But we have enough money to buy these video games, the DLC packages. We got enough money to buy these $100 alcohol bottles. We got enough money to travel and go on these family excursions that cost thousands of dollars. We're able to do this, but we're not able to prepare our households. That's BS. Give me 1 Timothy 3 and 5. Because as men, we have to be prepared. We have to. I'm not talking about that brother who's not, because we understand. Some of us, we need help. Some brothers need help. Some people ain't able-bodied to do certain things. Then ask for help. You know what I'm saying? There's brothers that's in the body that's able to help you. You have to reach out and help. Reach out and ask for help. Don't let pride consume you, right? Read.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 5. For if a man know not how to rule his own house.
A man that rule his house, this is a man who has plans in his house as well. He's setting things in order in his household on how things should go in case of an emergency. That's a man that rule his household. Not a man who just give orders all the time. This is a man who also have foresight in his household. This is the ruler who foresee evil and hide himself. He making sure that his wife and kids going to be taken care of at the end of the day. He's making sure when a disaster strikes, he got a plan. He got things in place that's going to take care of himself and his wife and kids. Read.
For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God?
How, if you ain't making plans to take care of your own house, how are you capable of taking care of the house of God? How are you able to, if a famine was to happen right now, what plan, you don't even have plans for your own house, how are you going to make plans for the congregation? How are you going to make plans for brothers and sisters who actually looking for a plan, who actually looking for help? And you didn't put nothing in place to help yourself. How are you able to take care of the house of God? Right? Matthew chapter 24.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
So Christ telling us, in the last days, nations shall rise against nations. We see that today. You got Gaza and Israel going on. Other countries getting involved. We see it. America getting involved. America sending missiles over there. Nations shall rise against nations, right? Read.
And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines.
There shall be what?
Famines.
Christ tell us there's going to be famines in the earth. Read.
And pestilences.
And pestilences. Not just famines. It's going to be pestilences in the earth, read.
And earthquakes in diverse places.
And natural disasters going to happen in diverse places. Read.
All these are the beginning of sorrow.
He said, all these are the beginnings of sorrow. We have to be preparing ourselves for this to come. We can't just be sitting around and just waiting on everything to happen and just think somebody going to come take care of us. No. As men, we have to prepare ourselves for things to come. Because Christ is telling us famine is going to come upon the earth. You need to store things up. Pestilence is going to happen upon the earth. Last time we had a pestilence, what happened? COVID shut down everything. Businesses were shut down. Walmart was shut down. Fast food restaurants were shut down. We couldn't find no water. We couldn't find no canned goods like we wanted to. That's going to happen again. And Christ telling you, there's going to be pestilences on the earth. Not just one. It's going to be several of them. And we have to prepare, right? And speaking of this natural disasters, like the earthquakes, like I said, we get tornadoes all the time here in Oklahoma. If you live in Tornado Alley for your household, if you're able to, you should have a storm shelter. You should have a storm shelter in your household or outside of your household, like in the backyard or somewhere in the front yard. Why? Because a tornado coming, you'll be more secure in a storm shelter than in the bathtub. Or you'll be more secure in a storm shelter or hiding in the closet. Why? Because when a tornado comes through your house, what's going to be flying? Debris, bricks, sheet metal, sheet rock, all your kitchen supplies, everything that's in your house that's loose is going to be flying around and hitting you, hitting your kids, hitting your wife. So guess what? With a storm shelter, you have protection, right? Give me Mark.
The book of Mark, chapter 13 and verse 33. Take ye heed, watch and pray.
Take ye heed, watch and pray. We have to be watching the news. We got to be watching what is going on in my community, what is going on around me. What is the weather? What is the weather going to be like? We have to be watching, right? Read.
For ye know not when the time is.
You do not know when the time is. We have to be watching. We have to be paying attention. Watching the news, watching global news, paying attention to the wars that's going on. We have to be paying attention because you never know when things are going to happen, right? Keep reading.
For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch.
And commanded the porter to watch. We are the porters. We are the men that watch over the souls of the brothers and sisters. And he commanded us to watch and pay attention. In watching and pay attention, if we foresee danger, what we have to do, we have to prepare. We got to have a plan. We got to put things in place to make sure that our brothers and sisters are safe. But it starts with your household. You have to foresee things, and you have to put things in place for your own house in case of emergencies. Right? Keep reading.
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning.
Cock crowing? Or at the cock crowing?
Or at the cock crowing in the morning. Lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping.
Unprepared. Read.
And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
We have to watch. We have to be paying attention. Give me 2 Esdras 16 and 19. 2 Esdras chapter 16 and verse 19. What do we have to be watching for?
The book of 2 Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 19. Behold, famine and plague.
Hold on, say it. Read it again.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
And that happened before. Famine came, plague came, tribulation and anguish. Because guess what? When COVID struck, we just seen a small famine, just a small famine when we couldn't find any food in these stores, when the shelves was empty, right? And many of us didn't grow food in our backyard. So guess what? We seen a small glimpse of what a famine looks like, right? Read.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of their scourges.
So guess what? Even after saying those things, our people still not mindful that we must prepare. We have to put things in place so that next time this happens, I'm taken care of. My wife and kids are taken care of. My brothers and sisters around me are taken care of. Right? Read.
Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap and upon earth,
Right?
that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Because guess what? When you go to these stores, you can see cheap food in these stores. Some place you can go to, find some cheap food. Right? But some of our people think they are in a good case, that America will never fall. Read.
And even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion.
Sword, famine, and great confusion. Right? Keep reading.
For many of them that...
Read verse 36.
Verse 36. Behold the word of the Lord. Receive it.
Behold the word of the Lord. Receive it. Read.
Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spoke. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack.
Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. The Lord is telling us plagues are going to come upon the earth. Read.
As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
So how the plagues coming upon the earth, the Lord is comparing it to a woman in travail, a woman about to birth a child in her pains, right? We know in the middle of a woman birthing a child, she have contraction. Before she birthed this child, she having a lot of contractions. That's how plagues going to come upon the earth. Read.
Which pains, which the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
So the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. The Lord is telling us what is going to come to pass. He is telling us, whatsoever things are written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. We have hope that the things that we are reading, if we are preparing, we're going to be taken care of. We're going to be okay because we already know it's going to happen, right? We ain't asked our brothers, the other nation that's in the world that don't know the things are going to come. The Lord telling us these things are going to come, so we must prepare. Give me Ezekiel 33. Ezekiel 33 and verse 2.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring thee the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coasts, and set him for their watchman.
Right. Keep reading.
If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet.
So as a leader, we see things that is going to come to pass. We read in the scriptures, and you know what? In the scriptures say plagues are going to come upon the earth. Pestilence are going to come upon the earth. There's going to be wars and rumors of wars upon the earth. I see these things about to come to pass because I'm watching, I'm paying attention, right? Leadership been saying, like I said earlier, leadership been telling us we must prepare. We got to prepare our households. We got to set things in place so in case of emergency, we have a plan. We know what to do. We're going to survive, right? Read.
And warn the people.
And do what?
And warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
You see that? If you don't take heed to the warning, guess whose blood is going to be on your own head? Yours. We have to take heed to the warnings that is being put out and be proactive. Read.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
He heard the warning. You hear the warning of that we must prepare, but you didn't take heed. You didn't do nothing. Read.
His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall be delivered his soul.
That's the person that soul's going to be delivered because he took heed to the warning that's been put out. He took heed, and guess what? Now he's preparing his household. He putting things in place that for brothers and sisters to be taken care of. Brothers and sisters that's not able to, that's not capable of taking care of themselves, he put things in place to make sure they're taken care of as well. But here it is, you're able-bodied, You have the funds, but you don't prioritize preparedness. We have to be prepared. Give me let me see. Proverbs 15 and verse 19.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 19.
Uh-huh.
The way of the slothful man.
That's the way of the what?
The slothful man
Uh-huh.
is as an hedge of thorns.
The way of the slothful man is like a hedge of thorns, right? Well, if you say a hedge of thorns, it's all tangled up, it's chaotic. The way of a slothful man, this slothful man don't have no plan. He has nothing in place. So guess what? When things happen, it's going to be chaotic, right? Read.
But the way of the righteous.
The way of the who?
The way of the righteous is made plain.
It's made plain. Why? Because he had a vision. He had a plan. He put things in place. So now when things happen, his ways are clear. He know what to do. He know where he's going. He know what he's going to eat. He know what he's going to drink. And if those things fail, he have an alternate plan. He have contingency plan. He have an emergency plan in case something does happen. Right? They sit on that?
Yes, sir.
Give me Sirach 29:21.
The book of Sirach, chapter 29 and verse 21.
Uh-huh.
The chief thing for life is water.
So pull that water up for me. It say the chief things for life is water, right? So when it comes to water, we got to have a plan. We got to have a plan in place so that we are taken care of, right? So this one of the slides I played for announcements, I think, a couple years ago? It's called, this is a PACE plan, right? A PACE plan is your primary plan, alternate plan, contingency plan, and emergency. And this is talking about water. So water, of course, your primary plan is going to be your home water system. This is your day-to-day water system that you're using, right? This is a plan to help brothers and sisters out because water, we need water. We need food. So what I love using is something called the PACE plan. This is something, y'all military folk, y'all know what a PACE plan is. This is something we use for communication. But I use it in all aspects of preparedness, right? Because it's a good plan to make sure that I have things in place in case of communication, land navigation, food, water, cooking. We got to have all these things in place for our households, right? And this will help brothers and their families as well as sisters too. So it's a primary, of course, you're going to use your home water system that we all have, right? And you all have, and you stay in a house, you have a, hot water tank. That's 50 gallons of water right there that you can use. Your alternative in case the water system doesn't work anymore. Now you have you can make sure you have stored water jugs or bottled water, which would be your short-term items, right? You can put things in place. Because let's say you only have just stored water jugs and water. That's okay. You can now continue to add to your short-term plans, and then you can move forward to your contingency plan. There's canned water, water pouches, outside water filtration system will be your long-term storage. Whether it's a 50-gallon drum you put water in or you collect rainwater from. You got 275-gallon tubs or totes that you can use that you can collect water with. You got 300. They got many totes that you can use to collect water, right? But of course, in order to drink it, you need some kind of filtration system, some type of. They got a cup called Grail that you can use. It's a good cup to filter water. You got the life straws you can use to filter water. But as long as you have some type of plan so that you and your family have water, things will run well, right? Then you have emergency, right? There'll be the last resort. Now you have to go find a water source. And with finding a water source, guess what? You need something to filter it. Whether it's a big Berkey, you go collect the water, bring it to your house. You put it in the big big Berkey, and collect the water. Filter the water. You need some type of filtration system to filter that water, right? Most of us, I think the cheapest option will be life straws, or you also got I forgot the name of the tabs. You put the tablets in, and it helps clean the water itself, right? So read that scripture again.
Sirach, chapter 29 and verse 21.
Uh-huh.
The chief thing for life is water.
Water.
And bread.
And bread. Now get the food option. PACE plan. Pull up the food option, because we got to make sure we have a plan for food as well, alongside water, because these are two things we gonna need to survive. Because most of us, we got the clothes in the house, right? But we need the food as well. So your primary plan, right? You have your refrigerator and your deep freezers and your freezers, right? These are things we use on a day-to-day basis. Our refrigerator and our freezers, right? These are gonna be the first two things that's gonna go out anyway if you don't have any power. So of course you're gonna eat out of those things first, right? Then once you run out of food in that, guess what? Now you have an alternative plan. You have things that you stored in your cabinet. Because believe it or not, most people don't use those two cabinets on top of their refrigerator if you have them. Most people don't use it. So guess what? You can use that as storage space for canned goods, rice, beans, pasta. You can use that storage space for food, right? Or you can use the top shelf in every cabinet for food. But you have to create that plan, because everybody's household is going to be different, so everybody's going to have a different plan. So you have cabinets, your pantry closet. These will be your short-term storages. So in case of emergency, your contingency plan, guess what? Now you got food in your pantry closet. Now I ain't talking about something you put in a 50-gallon bucket with Mylar bags and stuff like that. They could just be a regular bag of rice you got stored in there that you make sure you recycle out throughout the years, right? That can be your alternative plan for food. But with this, you have to make sure your pantry and your cabinets are full and you're not touching it, right? Contingency plan. Now you have your long-term storage, which will be the food that you stored up in Mylar bags and the 5-gallon buckets. You may have a 5-gallon bucket. You got 1-gallon Mylar bag, and you just store rice in the bags and put 5 bags in the bucket. You can do it that way, or you can fill up one big 5-gallon Mylar bag full of rice and put it in a bucket, right? Just make sure you seal it with an oxygen absorber, maybe even bay leaves. But this will be your long-term storage, and then emergency. Now as a man, you got to get out there and go find the food. You got to hunt for the food. You got to do it. This is just an example, because like I said, everybody's plan is going to be different. But this is just an example just to get people started on preparing their minds for food and for water for their households in case of an emergency. Because we have to get prepared. No longer we can just sit around and just do nothing, and days just going by, and then something bad happens, we're not prepared, right? Read it and finish it.
Sirach, chapter 29, verse 21. The chief thing for life is water, and bread, and clothing, and an house to cover shame.
Because most of us, we have the clothing, we have the home to stay in, right? So the most important thing that I wanted to focus on was the water and the bread. Because with the clothing, of course, brothers and sisters, we got to prepare for cold winters. Most of y'all that been living in y'all home state, y'all already know the environment. Y'all know how cold it gets. So you already have the clothes prepared for the cold weather, right? Because Oklahoma, we get winter storms. Every other year, we get a terrible winter storm. So guess what? We're prepared in case that happens again. We have undergarments. We have insulators, insulated clothing to keep us warm, right? Go to, let me see, Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. Because guess what? With preparedness, if you're not keeping the commandments of God, nothing is going to work. No matter how much food you got, no matter how much water you got, no matter how prepared you are, if you are not keeping the commandments of God, nothing will succeed, right? Read that.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, and thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
We have to do according to all that is written throughout the scriptures, right? Read.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
Because through keeping the commandments, that's how we make our ways prosperous. God is going to make your preparedness prosperous. You have to be keeping the commandments, right? Read.
And then thou shalt have good success.
And that's how you're going to have good success. Because you've been keeping the commandments of God in the faith of his son, Jesus the Christ. Knowing that through faith, if I prepare, due to the things that I've read throughout the scriptures of famines to come, pestilence to come upon the earth. If I prepare while I'm keeping the commandments of God, the Lord is going to take care of me, right? We got to believe that, man. Give me 2 Timothy 2 and verse 15.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God.
We have to be studying to show ourselves approved unto God, read.
A workman.
A what?
A workman.
A workman, read.
That needeth not to be ashamed. Rightly dividing the word of truth.
We have to be making sure we also putting works in this truth. Because, yeah, some people may be preparing, doing their things on the side, but ain't putting in no work in this truth. Ain't showing first no faith in this truth. You just sitting around, sitting on the couch, watching everybody else do the work. We must be doing works in this truth as well as keeping the commands of God and the faith in his son. Because his son commands us to go throughout matter of fact, give me Matthew 28, because I'm about to butcher the mess out of it.
The book of Matthew, chapter 28 and verse 19.
Because then what the Lord commanded us to do, read.
Go ye therefore and teach all nations.
All nations, talking about the 12 tribes of the children of Israel that has been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. The Lord commanded us to go ye therefore into all nations, read, and teach all nations, read.
Baptizing them in which the name of the Father.
In the name of the Father, read.
And of the Son. And of the Holy Ghost.
We have to be teaching them the commandments of God and the faith in his son, Jesus, read.
Teaching them to observe all things, whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world.
Right.
Amen.
So the Lord's commanded us that we have to do the work, as well as keeping the commandments of God and the faith in him, right? Psalms 91.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
It say, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. What is the secret place of the Most High? Give me Deuteronomy 29. Hold that. Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 29. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. What is the secret place of the Most High? Read it for me.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our God. But those things which are revealed belong unto us.
The things that are revealed belongs unto us, read.
And to our children forever, that we may do all that the words of this law.
Right. So guess what? The secret things that belong to hold on, read that again, verse 91 and 1. I'm butchering it. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. That secret place is the Bible. We have to dwell in this Bible. We have to keep the commandments of God. That's what we have to do. That's how we're going to get protection, right? Now keep reading.
Psalms?
Yeah, keep reading Psalms.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, read.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust.
In him shall we trust that the Lord will take care of us. If we keep in the commandments of God, I trust that the Lord will be my refuge. He will take care of us in my preparedness. As I prepare my household, I trust under the Lord, under the shadow of the Almighty, I trust the Lord will protect me and my household and protect my brothers and sisters in the body that prepared as well. Right? Keep reading.
Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
He will deliver us from the snare of the fowler, read.
And from the noisome pestilence.
And from the noisome pestilence that's going to come upon the earth. He's going to deliver us from it, right? Read.
He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust.
And under his wings shalt thou trust, read.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
It said his truth shall be our shield and our buckler. What is the truth? Give me Psalms 119. Psalm chapter 119, verse 142.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, read.
And thy law is the truth.
And the law is the truth. It is God's laws that shall be our shield and our buckler. Keeping the commandments of God is our shield. Keeping the commandments of God is our protection here on the earth, right? But through faith in your preparedness, guess what? You're going to be protected. Go back, Psalms 91.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
Why? Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night. Why? Because you're prepared. You're keeping the commandments of God. You have no fear in you, read.
Nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Uh-huh.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
Uh-huh.
Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Nor the destruction that wasted at noonday. You're not prepared. You're not afraid. You keeping the commandments of God. Your faith is strong. Read.
1,000 shall fall at thy side,
Uh-huh.
and 10,000 at thy right hand.
Uh-huh.
But it shall not come nigh unto thee.
But it will not come nigh to thee. Why? Because you're protected. Read.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Read.
Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge,
Uh-huh.
even the most high, thy habitation.
Uh-huh.
There shall no evil befall thee,
Mm-hmm.
neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Uh-huh.
For he shall give his angels charge over thee,
He will give his angels charge over thee. Read.
to keep thee in all thy ways.
To keep thee in all thy ways. Why? Because you did what you're supposed to do. You made sure, as you studied to show yourself approved, you read throughout the scriptures, you read of the destruction to come, you took heed of the warning that the leaders that he put in place gave to the congregation. You took heed to it. You prepared in keeping the commandments of God. You preparing your household. You created a plan for your household, for the congregation. And guess what? Now you're protected. Why? Because you made the Lord your refuge, right? So, Lord's willing, brothers and sisters, y'all learn something from this class, man. And make sure that you are prepared for the time to come. Prepare your household and make a plan, all right? And with that, Israel, shalom. Most High in Christ bless.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.